Yeah, we're back on another episode of Let's Talk About It with JMACK. And for all of you guys who've been tuning in and ladies, I truly, truly appreciate you. Make sure you keep checking out the JMACK Experience podcast and also the Gordito and Chinito Adventures blog. And we also have a new podcast that just aired today at 9 p.m. called the Gordito and Chinito podcast, episode 1. But back to Let's Talk About It with JMACK, episode 3. This has been very interesting. And a lot of you have been chiming in and giving us some great feedback. I appreciate it. The views have been steady. Please make sure you like and subscribe. And make sure that you comment and let us know that you have subscribed. Because I'm going to be doing something sort of like a giveaway for all of my true day ones and subscribers who've been supporting me while I embark on this journey of blogging, which is fairly new to me. I'm used to just podcasting, doing music, and so on and so forth. But this has been really interesting. So today we have about 3-4 topics. We try to keep it about 3-4 topics every week because I don't want to bombard too much or make this like a draggy conversation. But on any of these topics, if you have your input and you want to maybe give us a similar story, feel free to comment, or you can email us at the JMACKExperiencepodcast at gmail.com. And if you also have any advice that you are seeking, whether it be addiction or going through something personally, so on and so forth, you can reach out as well. And make sure you all follow us on Instagram at the JMACK Experience Podcast. Now for today, we're jumping right to it, because you know we hold no boss. Today's subject is from SP, that is the initials, and it says, I'm married and my lover is married. We both have families, but we have started to have feelings. Should we continue this or stop? This was all supposed to be just fun, excitement away from reality. So somebody said, stop now. I was betrayed. A spouse married 26 years, and I found out my husband was seeing someone online to get away from reality. She was married and has a child. Yes, it was exciting for them. However, it started to cross the line on all levels. Never any physical contact, but similarly enough transpired through the internet to call it cheating. But he never fucked. So I don't get how this is. I mean, yeah, you could say he was like having an online, but I mean, what's the most he did? Jerk off to fucking a few photos? I don't get it. Okay, I guess. Yes, I caught on and it ended. However, a year later, his online mistress, who got since divorced, reached out to tell me all their dirty secrets, that transpired over their 10-week relationship. She obviously was hurt and needed me to know what a horrible person my husband is. Perhaps I would have walked away if I knew. But she basically was waiting for him for over a year to come back to her, and he never did. Bitch, he never came to her. He was on the fucking... So you could be with someone through FaceTime? That's crazy. So he never came back to her. Let's get that straight. Knowledge of all this caused me extreme stress, including sleepless nights and an incredible amount of tears. It's been 2 years, and my husband and I have since reconciled and are happier than after. For real. So it was for fake the first time? I don't be getting some of these things. Like, some of y'all say shit just to say it. It's one of those things that you can't unthink, but every day it gets better. I share my story only because I wouldn't want anyone else to go through what my husband and I did as a result of initial excitement with feelings with someone that should have never happened. I mean, it pretty much never did happen, in my opinion, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, cheating is cheating. He shouldn't have been out there. He shouldn't have been putting himself out there. He shouldn't be having an online relationship, whatever that fucking means, because I've never heard that shit. If I'm not in person to do whatever, then it's not a fucking relationship, to be honest. That's fucking crazy. So somebody said, I was cheated on by my spouse. She was married with a child and my spouse, and I also had one child. There were co-workers and took things online as well as being physical. See, that's different though. Porque ya tú sabes, once it's physical, that's fucking, the big whammy. Pause. The hurt was so bad, only my child kept from me ending my life. Also, only his child kept him from committing suicide. Bro, it's never, I get it. You could love someone to death and all this stuff, but bro, it's never worth taking your life over a fucking cuera or a fucking bitch that's gonna be out there cogiendo huevo. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna be in the grave and she gonna be taking another dick. So that's just the reality of that. So it's never worth it for all these out there. So don't be that dramatic. There's plenty of totos. Get you a new toto. So don't be that person that inflicts pain on someone just because you want what they have. You will ruin more than a relationship. You'll ruin a person's mental health, their physical health, their perception of love, and so much more. I truly agree with that. Not for nothing. And then somebody else put, just keep asking the question. You know you are wrong. I don't fucking get that. Okay, so she said, I'm just so fucking hurt. I know soon it'll be over. Somebody else put, you need to end it and get a divorce, but remember, grass isn't always greener on the other side. Do something you might regret and won't be able to fix it. And then somebody put, very true. I don't get the deal with betraying your spouse and family just over a fling and feelings that will probably fade. People should truly think deeply before they get married to someone and ask themselves if they can commit to them for the rest of their life. That is true. And then someone said to stop it now before you hurt a lot of people. What is your take on this interesting topic of today? And feel free to comment below. And if you experience something similar, basically the person is married and their lover is married and they both have families and they're starting to have feelings. And should they continue the relationship or stop the relationship? Comment below and let us know what do you think. Now for our next topic, we're going on to, my ex-boyfriend is blatantly rubbing his new girl in my face and it hurts like hell. What should I do? Why does it even fucking matter? Y'all fucking exes. Yo, esto es una cosa de blanquito. Ya tú sabes, el nombre de este tipo es... ¿Cómo se llama ella? Oh, Rebecca. Wow, this is a bummer. This is what someone said. Well, I have some very good news for you, and I have bad news. Which one would you like first? You are going to come to a point soon where this guy and his antics will hardly be bleep on your radar screen. You will have your own life and you will be living it to the fullest. The things you will be concerned about will mostly be about what you can do to make others happy and comfortable in the world and easing their pain when they are having a rough time. Your own world will be more meaningful because you invest your life in others and helping others to get on with their own. Others will respect and admire you because they know who you are. They know what you think of others first. They know you are a thoughtful and thinking woman. They wonder how you do it. Now, before I go on, would you mind writing down how you feel about the future that is described for you above? No, you may not peek ahead, thank you. Have you done your homework? Okay, let's move on. And now the bad news. You are going to hurt like hell until you decide that it is time for you to take the first step toward a world that is focused on doing good for others and accomplishing things for the best side of life. If you are willing to go there, you will never again be bothered by thoughts of this ex or anyone who is going to hurt you. The only reason you are bothered by him and judging yourself by how he sees you, because todavía queda ese huevo. Not for nothing. I'm going to just cut that shit right there. She still wants to get banged down, still got feelings for the nigga. But let's see what they say. You want to give him the power crush, your self-confidence, and you're feeling of self-worth. When you keep that power focused on doing good for others, that power can never be turned against you again. Your ex and everything bad you associate with this whole experience will melt away. I wrote the words above so you can see yourself as a self-reassured person who uses her confidence. Bueno. Get over your fucking ex. That's my fucking opinion. Hop off the cock. He already moved on. And that's it. Get your fucking life on with. It's it. Let's fucking move on. Yo no entiendo. But someone else said, for someone that has a child with them, it's kind of hard. If not, I would move on a long time ago. Big facts. The question is, why are you still in contact with your ex? People love to make it seem that there is nothing wrong with them staying in contact with the ex-partners, but I find that so dumb. I do too. Like, if that's your fucking ex, right? Why are you still on it? Why are you still in contact? Why? You know y'all have feelings. You know what it is. Fucking move on. And like this says right here, what he's going to say next. Delete your exes out of your life and move on. It isn't worth it. You are missing out on meeting wonderful people in the long run. Rinse your hands off of them. Period. Like, you're going to fucking be hitting up your ex, right? But meanwhile, you're still going to be feeling some type of way. So why even bother? Like, for me, if I was to date someone, right? And they still like, oh, I still talk to my ex. You gotta be a fucking retard to not understand that there's still some feelings involved. No offense to people that have special needs. But you gotta be like seriously dumb to think, oh, they're good, they're not doing anything. That shit don't make no sense. If you could relate to this or you have something similar of this topic or story, or maybe you could give some advice to this pendeja, because that's what she is, comment below. Basically, my ex is blatantly rubbing his new girl in my face and it hurts like hell. What should you do? Everyone's going to tell you, fucking move on, hit the block button, stop being on the cock. Plain and simple. Our next topic. Is 51 years old too old to be a wife, a hot wife? Is 51 too old to be a hot wife? And somebody said, search a photo of Elvira at 50, 60, or 70. She's 71 right now. Hotness of wives and single women is 90% discretionary. If she wants to look and act sexy and fun, she can. Looking great from across the room or up close is mostly attitude, makeup, exercise, and clothing. This is something to being too old to get pregnant too. That's true. Because a lot of y'all be like, oh, I'm old. So that means you got to walk around like a 90-year-old granny. You can't fucking put a fucking thong on and some fucking heels. You can't afeitarte la criquita. You can't like give it some TLC and like get nice, hit the gym. No, you gotta sit down como una vaca and you gotta be home all fucking miserable. Like, how are you gonna be sexy like that? You don't even dress up. You don't even clean up. You look a fucking hot mess. Of course, you look like one of my physical ed teachers from fucking 1985 or 1990. This shit's crazy. Somebody put, a lady is never too old to be a hot wife as long as she is still sexually active. That's true. That's true. And then somebody put too old. You know he don't get no toto. Because if someone says you're never too old. Straight up. David, start let go of the keyboard and start fucking mamando una criquita. Okay? That's what you need to do, David. Because something's wrong with you. A young woman can be very attractive, but that doesn't necessarily equate to being hot or sexy. Because there's some young women that be looking cooked. Some youngins that look like they're fucking 60. Ugly as hell. No offense. And they let themselves go. Yo, stay active. Stay in the gym. Work out. Get your shit right. You feel me? At my age, how do I talk about the Beatles, the Vietnam War, or so many other events in my life that have made me who I am? After 54 years, married to the same person, I'm content. Young women are for young men. There are so many factors that make a woman hot. It's gratitude and life lessons. Let the younger people learn that lesson as they age. I mean, yes and no, because I'm not saying date a fucking 80-year-old, but I don't know. I mean, there's women that fucking date a dude that's fucking 60 and they're 24. What's the difference? And it ain't about his looks or him being hot. It's that fucking bankroll. So it's a big difference. I mean, at least men, they trying to find them a little sexy thing, something they really like. And then the last one from my man, Mr. Peters over here said, I'm a 50-year-old guy. I'm not bragging, but I have dated and married some of the most attractive women I've seen. When I got divorced, I got on Bumble and I matched with a 58-year-old. She was an airline stewardess, recently divorced. Based on her profile, I was sure that it was fake. She looked incredible. We talked on the phone a couple nights, and she and I seemed to mesh. We decided to go out one night. We were going hiking, then out to dinner. When she opened the door, my jaw dropped. Her pictures were exactly the way she looked, and she was gorgeous. I didn't hold a candle to her in real life. We had a wonderful time getting to know each other. She was into CrossFit and being active. Exactly what I just said. Stay active. Her personality was icing on top. She was a generally sweet woman. All that to say, when she gets married to whoever, they will be marrying the hottest woman I've been out with, and she's 58. She's 2 hours away from me, so we both knew the date would not be a one-off. We had such a good conversation on the phone that we both wanted to meet, even if it was for one day. Somebody, bro, did you smash? You know that nigga smash, bro. Ain't nobody driving 2 hours to not fucking smash. He didn't even answer. But yeah, like the last one that we're gonna do. Women in their 50s and 60s can be very sexy if they want to be and have kept themselves clean and good. Personality is a huge contributor to sexy. That is true, because if you look good as fuck and, like you are a stuck-up fucking bitch, nobody wants to fuck with you. Real talk, like you're fucking annoying at that point. Like, and not only that, shorties that be on that high horse, 9 out of 10 times, they can't even fuck, to be realistic. The pussy is straight whack because they're so bougie and they think that everyone needs to kneel down to them that they don't even know how to fuck because they don't even give up the toto like that. So it's a waste of time, to be honest. So let me know what y'all think about this topic. Is 51 years old too old to be a hot wife? I personally don't think so. I think 51, you in your prime, slutty. Like if you looking right and you like in shape and you got the knowledge, you the baddest bitch. To me, you're probably the baddest because you got knowledge, you have experience, and you bad as fuck. It's like wine. That's how I see. That's how I say sometimes with women. Like, when you get aged wine, is the best wine. When you get aged toto, I feel is the best toto because, especially if they preserved it, they gonna teach you a thing or two of you not doing what you're supposed to do. Now, the last one of today. What is the hardest addiction in the world? Somebody put, I'm reliably informed it's gambling. However, that never appealed to me. I'm too tight. Hey, yo. And risk averse to get off of it. In terms of drugs, I'd say crack is lethal. They've done tests where they get lab rats hooked on various drugs, and the rats would eat the heroin but still drink and sleep. With crack, they would do nothing else to the point that their dying action would be a last desperate effort to get off the crack. Yeah, nah, that is true. Crack? Shit, you ain't never getting out of that. And somebody put, what is somebody right here? Let's see. Heroin and meth are not far behind. Yeah, if you're doing heroin, you got some fucking problems. I noticed that heroin addicts become the most devious liars in the world, burning family members and friends with relatives. If they don't have their junk, they are in a world of pain. They will do anything to get it. I mean, real talk, that's crack too, my friend. Like, crack, cocaine, it don't matter. You can have an alcoholic. If a dude or woman is hooked on whatever, they're going to do whatever the fuck they could do to get it. But I kind of do agree. Heroin and crack, to me, must be like probably number one. And then after that, I always say alcohol, because alcohol is where it starts, and it's mad hard to stop drinking alcohol because it's everywhere. Like, you could go I said this on the last episode too. You can go anywhere and get fucking alcohol. It doesn't matter where you're at. So if you feel different, somebody hold on, there's one more. Just as sex addiction can kill, it can destroy long-lasting relationships, families. STD are another way it can kill. I mean, that's a good one. If you're addicted to having unprotected sex, yeah. You fuck around, get HIV, you ain't gonna need to smoke crack. It's deadly. So I kind of agree. If you feel otherwise, comment below. Another great episode brought to you by JMACK. And episode 3 will be out very soon. I appreciate everybody coming out here and once again tuning in. Another episode of Let's Talk About It with JMACK. Episode 3. We out of here.